Knoptop here, and let's talk about a couple things. On the topic of inspiration, motivation, a couple years back, Adam Savage from Mythbusters, also on YouTube, Tested YouTube channel, he did a presentation. I think it was at a maker fair in the Bay Area. It was like a 40-minute long video, but it's really good. It's the 10 commandments of making. And I summarized the list real quick for you. Here it is. You ready? Starting with that Knoptop motto, just make something. Go make something. He didn't say go make something. Make something. Make something useful. Start right now. It's good. That's a good one. Find a project. Ask for help, advice, and feedback. Share. Recognize that discouragement and failure is part of the project. Measure carefully. Make things for other people. And finally, use more cooling fluid. Check out that video if you want to see the whole thing in long form. Watch that and then go and make something right after it. IndyMogul. IndyMogul is back. Those of you that don't know who or what IndyMogul is, it was probably one of the original, is it one of the original? I think it was one of the original DIY filmmaking channels up on YouTube. They went through a series of hosts and puppet hosts, and they seem to be back, and it looks like they got all kinds of stuff kind of set up with collaborations and filmmakers and some shows, and one of the latest mentions of a collab is William Shakespeare props. Jake's gonna be doing like a 3-part series or something. That looks pretty cool. So I'll have to stay tuned for that. If you haven't checked out that channel, I'm sure you probably have. If you've heard of me, you've definitely heard of Film Riot, IndyMogul. These would be all those classic guys. Wait, I'm not one of the classic guys. I'm classy though. No? Eh. But speaking of IndyMogul, Griffin, Hammond used to host on IndyMogul, and he has a new podcast with his friend Nick Bodmer. Who's Nick Bodmer? You have to listen to the podcast to find out.
And on this week's episode, we have hands-on with the new Panasonic GH5.
They started this podcast called Hey Indie Filmmakers. Griffin has one of the GH5 prototype cameras. Is it a prototype? It's an early release version, and he's been talking about that. They've done a couple podcasts that are up on iTunes, and it's available on video on Griffin's channel, which is actually another cool channel on YouTube. Speaking of good, cool YouTube channels, my friend Peter Sripol, he just hit 100,000 subscribers. Congratulations, Peter. I FaceTimed in just real quick to see it turn over, and it was really cool, pretty exciting. He's got a lot of really cool random builds and projects on his channel. Didn't start out that long ago. Well, he started out long ago on Flight Test, and then started his own channel recently, and is just blowing up, literally. This guy likes explosions. If you haven't checked out his channel or have ever heard of it, check it out. It's pretty neat. He's into filmmaking. We might be doing some collabs. He's got some really cool ideas, and I'm gonna hopefully try to work with him for that. I'm gonna be posting a whole list of all the channels that I like. 2017 favorite YouTube channels. If you have a channel that you want me to see, your channel or someone else's that you think, link it in the comments below and I'll check it out. And that'll be an episode coming up. But I think there's a lot of cool inspirational channels that I know inspire me. I'm curious if they might inspire you as well. But share yours so I know what you're watching. See if there's cool stuff too. On a less motivating topic, the Zoom H2N. Oh, right here. The Zoom H2N. I bought this a few years ago, and I specifically bought it to do podcasts and other recordings like that. Set that thing up. It comes with 4 different settings, and if you're not familiar with this mic, you can check out the specs for it. But this thing is a disappointment to me, and this is why. You ready? And maybe I'm using this wrong, so let me know if I am. It has a setting called MS, mid-side, and what that does is it allows you to turn down the side recordings and turn it into a mono signal so you can have this thing and record. And if you notice, let me turn this on. There we go, we're locked and loaded. I have it on MS mode, and if do you notice anything? You notice how I'm holding this? It's probably looking great on camera. I can't see the readout. I'm doing narration and I can't see if my levels are okay. I can see when I peak because it flashes. As long as I don't have a windscreen, then I can't see anything. Why didn't they make it like this? So I can see my levels. I can look at my levels right here. Boom, I can look at my levels. No, it's like this. And it's such a bummer because I'm pretty sure the H2, the original one, would let you look at it. You could see the readouts and you could record in a mono signal. Let me know if I'm using it wrong or something. Once again though, that's why the H1, the Zoom H1 still wins. Now if they would do a firmware update for this, that'd be awesome, where I could just record in mono. That way I could set that up and do podcasts or whatever, and I can have it anywhere and you just hear it through mono. But I know I set that up in the editor and make it mono anyways, but it would just be one step I wouldn't have to do. But the H1 is still my choice recorder. Maybe this has a better sound, because at least this, I can see my readouts a little bit. I can tell, you know? This Zoom H1 I just saw on B&H is on sale. I don't know how long this sale is gonna be going for, depending on when you're watching this video, but it's like $80 right now. And they have a gray one, and a blue one, and the black. All this stuff's linked in the description below. It's worth checking out if you haven't looked into this. $80 is the cheapest I've ever seen them. Magic Lantern. Magic Lantern. Who's using Magic Lantern? It only really works in some of the older cameras. I'm using a Canon 60D, and it really just makes the cameras more video worthy. Gives you all kinds of options. If you haven't looked into it, check it out. It could be a great introduction into filmmaking if you're just getting into it and you can get a hold of an older camera. On the Canon line specifically, get into those cameras, install Magic Lantern, and you could do some cool stuff. Just gotta read through the instructions and check out some older videos if you wanna get into all that. I also set up in my display a little line grid for the rule of thirds, and it really helps with composition and stuff. And I think some of the newer cameras might actually have that option like built in, but with Magic Lantern, you can install your own bitmap overlays and stuff, which is kind of cool. Speaking of composition, D for Darius, another channel I follow, he just posted a video on mastering composition. Really cool video on just mastering composition. Check out that channel if you haven't, and that video specifically. You see these, look at these little drawings. I did these the other day. Look at that. They're for a video I'm gonna be rolling out here real soon, showing you how you can draw stuff like this with no artistic skill at all. It's pretty cool, but these actually turned out really neat. I did all these like in 15 minutes and then colored them in with some markers and stuff. Actually, let me know if you would want one of these. I'm gonna be sending some of these out to my patrons on Patreon as soon as I get some.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't.
Look for this video and learn how to draw with no artistic ability. It's pretty cool, little tutorial. A new year, I've been thinking about last year and the year before, and just going back, I'm thinking, you know what? My iPhone, I have an iPhone 5, it's been 2015, 2016 camera of the year for me. I've used it for shooting more video and taking more pictures than any other camera that I've owned. It's been the camera, it's been the winner. What camera are you guys using? I'm curious what your camera of the year has been for you. Leave a comment and let me know. And while you're posting stuff, why not tell me what else you'd like to see on the Knoptop YouTube channel? I have a lot of filmmaking tutorials, production, props, and practical effects coming up. If you've noticed, I've been posting videos pretty regularly, finally. If you haven't seen those episodes, check them out. I got a lot of cool tutorials, including my little remote tutorial that I think every YouTuber should have one of these. Check out that video, it's Best Gadget. This lets me control my record stop and allows me to focus automatically. That's all for now. Thanks again for watching. Check out those episodes. Look for the new ones coming up real soon. Some really cool stuff. Knoptop, go make something.